Hey, thank you for coming by. Tori Magoo 44. Today is the 9th of July, 2015. And normally I wouldn't make this video, but so many people keep asking me about it that I just decided to make a video on it so that I can tell you how I feel. Because people keep asking me, do you think Tom Cruise is really leaving Scientology? And this is what I think. And again, it's my opinion. It's what I think. It doesn't mean that it's fact. It's what I think. It's my view. But having been in Scientology for 30 years and knowing how they work, and especially knowing how they work with celebrities, I'm pretty sure I'm right in saying the second that Tom Cruise decides to leave the Church of Scientology, if he has any smarts at all, he will alert all of the media. I mean, they'll know in a second anyway. If one of them knows, they're all going to know. It's going to be like, whoosh, and there's going to be a billion people out there not a billion, but tons and tons and tons of media there to interview Tom Cruise and hear what he has to say. If he has any smarts at all, that's what he'll do anyway. Because if he doesn't, I mean, I doubt that the Church of Scientology will post his, secret things because it would really show what morons they are. But David Miscavige has been proving almost daily what an idiot he is. And thank you for that, David Miscavige, because the more you prove how stupid you are and what an idiot you are and how you don't know anything about people or social networking or compassion or all the things that really people care about, you just don't know. You're not up to speed on it. You're like out of the 50th, 1950s when Hubbard wrote all of his stuff. You're still following that, and it's so out of date. I mean, it was out of date then, but now it's unbelievable that you're still following this stuff and running it on people worse than ever. And I will say this as far as disconnection, which is one of their worst things they do, they declare someone suppressive and they make everyone disconnect from them. So they're not allowed to talk to you. And if they do, they're declared suppressive. Now you have to remember, I know people say it all the time. I would never do that. I'm a free speech advocate. I would never do that. That's what people say to me. And I go, so was I. I was a hippie for God's sakes. I mean, I was a total free speech advocate. I never thought I would end up in something like that. But as academics who study cults say, anyone can get suckered into it if they're at the wrong place at the wrong time. Excuse me. Now, does that mean everybody has to be in really down and out bad news? No, not at all. I mean, it's a whole rainbow of people. Some people are really in trouble and need help. There's other people in the middle, like myself. I just wanted to help other people. I wanted to be a doctor, but I thought I'm not going to make it through medical school. I can clear people. That'll work. I'll be able to help them. And it's a quick road to doing that, right? No, it isn't. But happily, now that I've escaped out of the Church of Scientology, I've been able to help people more than I ever dreamed. So it's really been incredible. But as far as clearing people, no. I've yet to meet a clear, per the original definition, where you have a perfect memory, a perfect IQ, no somatics, no pains. Now, I know they've tried to change the definition over the years because obviously that one didn't work. But even still, nah, not really. So Tommy boy, I doubt if you're watching this, but if one of your friends happens to, I really, really hope you push him to look at both sides. He doesn't have to believe anything any of us, any of the hundreds and hundreds of people that have left the Church of Scientology, which isn't really a church in my view. It's a mafia-like business pretending to be a religion. That's my opinion of it, having been in it. You have to pay for every single level. Remember, it's a triangle going up, and every single level has a price tag on it. Every book has a price tag. Every tape has every course you take, every counseling that you get, everything costs money, and you have to pay just to become a Scientologist. You have to join the International Association of Scientologists and join that just to be able to do anything, to pay them a dime. You have to be an IAS member. I mean, it's a scam beyond scams. But anyway, Miscavige, you know what I'm talking about. And I know you know what I'm talking about. I've said it forever. TikTok, TikTok. time is on our side. And that's proven over and over and over. If any of you have not signed up for TonyOrtega.org, I highly recommend you sign up for it, subscribe to it, because he's got stuff every single day that is fantastic. And also Chris Shelton is another great person for educating people about Scientology to see what goes on. So anyway, I could go on and on about people to check out, but they're all over the internet now, Davey boy. There's nothing you can do. We are not going away. I told you that. I warned you about it years ago in 2000, Magoo dancing in Boston. I said there's an army out here. And there was an army of critics. And now it is mushroomed to beyond belief. And it's fantastic. And I want to thank every single one of you who cares about it. Do I think Tom Cruise is leaving Scientology? No, I don't. Not at this time. I do think he will eventually. When it is, I don't know. It'll be when he sees enough of the dark side, just like all of us. There's a point where somehow they plug you. It's tricky with the celebrities because they really, really keep them insulated because they really want them to stay in Scientology. So everything looks totally perfect for them. And you, if you're a friend of Tom Cruise, please get him to look at some of the critical sides. He doesn't have to agree with us, but he does have to know about them, right? And he should know about fair game, that yes, it does happen. You can look at Religious Freedom Watch. It's filled with flat out lies. They won't even talk to myself or anybody else on that site. They won't hear our side. So, hello, is that freedom? No. Breaking up families, huge, awful. Children that can't talk to their parents, or parents that can't talk to their kids. Awful. Even when L. Ron Hubbard was around, he said, and I know this because I lived through it, I decided to do Good Roads, Fair Weather with my mother, which is just where you kind of talk about bullshit, the weather and stuff like that. You don't get into anything heavy, right? And but he said disconnection was the last thing that you do as far as PTS people, potential trouble sources. Whereas now David Miscavige is like, shh, disconnect from him for whatever reason, just stupid stuff. And he just decides, oh, you're a suppressive, disconnect from him. So that's awful. All the deaths, all the suicides, the unbelievable amount of money ripped off by people that, they're not even getting people in. The last time David Miscavige had auditing was 1997. So what's that about? If he really believes in the tech, why the hell isn't he using it? It's like you got to get him to look at this kind of stuff and think about it and realize what a scam he is supporting. He and John Travolta alone, those two men and their names, got a frog in my throat today. They're holding up the Church of Scientology. They're keeping those walls going. So I hold it to you guys. Do something about it. Anyway, there you go. That's my opinion of, is Tom Cruise leaving or not? I don't think so. Not yet, but he is. He will eventually. Not yet. And remember, Davey boy, tick tock, time is on our side. All right, there you go. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.